I always feel a lot better the night before I have a day off versus the entire actual day off. And that goes for most similar situations. In any time that usually it's a day that I work, or I have whatever else going on and I'm doing stuff most of the day, and then I have some time at the end of the day before I have either a day off or just something that I don't have anything planned on. And I think just having that potential of the next day feels a lot better than actually experiencing that day, or rather experiencing that day and kind of squandering the potential of it. I'm kind of in the middle of that right now. I have a day off, and I was just thinking about last night. It wasn't a great day. I was trying to kind of scrambling to get some stuff done in the morning. I had work in the afternoon until evening. So basically the whole day was just kind of nothing really happened. Then I got home at night and I just felt just kind of relief that I'd gotten that stuff over with. I was glad that I had the next day, which is today, off. And I didn't even have anything planned for today. It just felt nice to have that possibility open in front of me. I was just thinking I could, I've got the whole day to do whatever. I could, work on some recording stuff. I've got just some general life tasks that I can knock out that I don't often like doing on work days. Could get just like some cleaning done or some errands, just some kind of general tasks like that. I could go out and make a bunch of videos, which is what I did last Thursday on the same day off of the week, where I think I did a pretty good job of using that potential. I had the day and I just kind of went out, and I was planning to just go out and like make a video or two. I went out and I made, I think, 4, and then I went to and I was out in just some different areas I haven't used before, so that was nice, just finding new locations, and I think those all worked out really nicely. And then I went to a coffee shop that I used to like to go to a lot. I haven't been in a long time, and I started working on the videos, just editing. I edited all those videos. I edited a couple more that I had just kind of in the backlog, set them all to upload. And that felt great. I felt like I started and finished several things that day, and then I finished several other things that I had started before. I had them all set to upload. And this is the first, or I guess maybe the second video I've recorded since then, a week ago. But at that time, just doing this kind of like mass editing and uploads, I had videos set up to regularly upload for the next, I think, about 3 weeks I had already set up. So I felt like I was just really getting ahead of it. I spent the whole day, not even the whole day, just several hours of the day just being really steady, just working on the stuff that I wanted to, making a lot of progress. I wasn't feeling distracted. I was just kind of going straight through. I was in just kind of like a good flow, I guess. And then by the time I was about ready to go home, I saw that there was this, there's this large artist space in town that it's kind of like a large indoor art flea market that, there's like several hundred artists that have their stuff there, and that was all just completely destroyed a year ago in a hurricane. And they did a grand reopening. They had rebuilt the space. They had got all the artists back in, everyone had to set back up. They were just doing like a big event for the reopening of the space. And I just saw that day. And that was maybe about an hour after I had finished editing. So I thought, well, I'm nearby the space and I kind of want to go check that out. So I'll just stay here for a little bit longer. And I had like a couple more things to finish up, even though I was about ready to go home. So I just stayed. I got even more done than I had planned on. I went to this event, which was cool. I took a video of that. I'll upload later. But anyway, it just ended up feeling like a very full day. I just used. It just felt like a nice use of time, and I don't think. I'm not advocating for like using time as productive, like you're making something is any better than any other use of time, but I think any time spent just being present and being kind of intentional with what you're doing feels a lot better than when you just don't really know what to do and you're not really enjoying anything. And I get this a lot. You know, I know this is a common enough feeling. You know, I always see those memes about, you know, it's like you're desperate for a day off from work or from whatever you're doing, and then you get to the day off and it's just pictures of a guy just kind of in various places outside, just kind of sitting and staring into space. And I find that so relatable that when I'm in the thick of working, you know, I just want some time to myself, and then I finally get it and I'm not really sure what to do. So the night before a day off just always feels a lot better, and I don't really like that. I mean, I'm glad that feels nice, but I would like that to be nice, and then also the next day is even better because I'm actually experiencing that thing. It's kind of the difference between looking forward to something and then actually experiencing that thing. And a lot of times, at least for me, the anticipation before it just feels a lot better, and then when you're actually experiencing it, I just feel like I'm not being present a lot of times. I'm just distracted. I don't really know what to do. And there's kind of there's an end to it too, of course. You know, I'm going back to work tomorrow. So yesterday, not even just last night, but the whole day when I was working and doing other normal life things, I was feeling a little bit better, just a more optimistic, I guess, or just kind of looking forward to the next day. So even though I had I had work and stuff I was doing, I just felt fine enough because I had the next day to do whatever I wanted. So I just kind of was looking forward to that the whole day. And that was still all in front of me. But as soon as today started and I got up and kind of had still all that possibility in front of me, now there's an endpoint where I know tomorrow I have to go back to work and kind of restart the whole deal. And even though I have all this time to do whatever I want, I think just having that endpoint and just not having that possibility in front of me is often really paralyzing. And I just don't really know what to do. I can think of tons of stuff that I could do. It's not like I'm just completely blanking on something to do. I have tons of projects to work on. I have a lot of just general life things I would like to get finished. Even if I'm not doing anything active like that, I have a ton of unread books, a lot of unplayed games, lots of movies I'd like to watch. lots of outdoor places I'd like to go to, parks I'd like to sit in, hikes I'd like to take. Just in general, like plenty of experiences that I would like to try, but I don't feel like doing any of those things. Which is, I'm sure that's a common enough a feeling, but it's pretty distressing, I think, when you're in the middle of it, to think of all these things that you have an interest in and just not feeling any interest in it. And just last night, I was interested in a lot more of these things. I was kind of looking forward to the next day where I could go do any number of things that I was looking forward to. And now nothing's changed. I have the time now. I can go do any number of those things, and I just don't feel like doing any of it. So it's all just like a mindset thing, or it's just the way I'm thinking about it, which is kind of annoying when your reality is one way, but the way you're thinking about it kind of makes it worse. Kind of hate that. That sucks, but it's also a good thing in that if I just change the way I'm thinking about it, then everything will feel better. Like today, if I've spent all morning, it's like around noon now, I spent all morning just kind of thinking, oh, I should go do something. I've got the day to do something. I don't know what to do. Let me go through my list of things I'd like to do, or possible things. I'm watching some squirrels fighting out in the yard, and nothing just seemed appealing. And I just kind of did that for hours. I just wasn't really doing anything, just trying to think and plan, figure something out to do. And as the time went by, I just kept feeling like I'm just like squandering this whole day. Every moment that I waste just trying to think of something to do is just squandered potential that's just gone now. Time that I could be doing literally anything, I'm just thinking of something to do. And so I wanted to come out, figure, at least if nothing else, try and like get out of the rut a little bit. Maybe make some videos. Even that, I was going through my list. I have a ton of video ideas I've written down, just other kind of talking points, and even just going through those. These are all things I'm interested in and I have something to say about, and none of them were really sticking out to me. So I figured I'd just go and talk about the thing that I'm in the middle of right now. So I guess that's kind of nice too. When nothing feels right to do, something else might pop up that you haven't thought about before. And I didn't have this topic written down or anything to talk about, but that was my experience. So I guess I thought of it then in the moment, once I feel like I had exhausted all my other options. So maybe that's the lesson from all this, is if nothing feels right, just go do something else. Don't do something that you've already thought about. Just do something new.